What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Pumpkin, and today it's another sit down vlog, y'all. I just had so much fun with the other one that I just wanted to do another one. So here we are. I wanted to make sure that I touch on what today's topic is, and the question of the day is, what do you do when your boundaries are tested? How do you handle that? How do you go about it? Where do you start, And there are very much a lot of responses for this particular question. But first, before we get into it, let's pour us up some wine. I got a new wine, y'all. Get you a glass. If you haven't had this, Carlo Rossi. It is delicious. It's so fruitful. It's sweet sangria. It has grape wine with natural flavors and caramel. I'm gonna pour me up a glass real quick. So go ahead, pour you up a glass, because we're about to get into it, y'all. We're about to just get into it, into the hard questions, because a lot of people, we say that we talk about these things, but we really don't. And, somehow it's just skipped over. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. Cheers. Okay, so I wanted to pose this question because I feel like it's such a, it's such a touchy subject, but it's something that's necessary to be talked about because a lot of people don't talk about it enough. What do you do when your boundaries are tested? My boundaries are tested almost every day by different people, by, work people. It could be loved ones. It could be just people on the street. My boundaries are very much tested. And because I'm a Cancer, I don't know if you know that. My birthday's in July 16th to be exact. But I'm a Cancer, and I feel like we give a lot of love. We're very easygoing, and we're very sweet people. But once our buttons are pushed, it's a wrap. You gotta kind of keep doing something repeatedly for us to kind of get annoyed and agitated. And I feel like for me, a lot of people do that without knowing. And if I correct them, then they take it very personally. So it's just it's kind of like one of those situations. Okay, what do you really do? How do you go and how do you approach this? I posted that question on Instagram, on my Instagram story, and my Facebook. If you're not following me on either social media website, go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna put the link up there in the corner for you guys. But go ahead, follow me. That way you're keeping up with the latest of what I post and what I, maybe certain topics that I talk about. What I do when my boundaries are tested, I pretty much will call that person out on their shit. I'll let them know, hey, this bothered me. Hey, can we talk? Or bring it to their attention, make them aware. And if they just don't care about it and they just blow me off, then I have a problem. And then I just will distance myself from you, and then I'll just kind of shut down. Because you're telling me that you don't care with your actions, and I feel disrespected. So yeah, when I feel disrespected or my boundaries are tested, I will fall back. Not necessarily sure if that is a good thing, a healthy way to go about it. And then if I cross a boundary and I'm made aware of it, I'm willing to, talk about it and own up to my shit. I don't care, I don't mind owning up to where I go wrong with things neither. I just feel like it's a mature and honest way to go about it. I'm sorry, girl, if that is something that you felt I've done. And then if I feel like it's wrong, then no. If I don't feel like I've done anything wrong, then I'm not going to apologize. But I feel like I will try to, think about it, maybe kind of correct myself and see. But I just feel like some people, I'll let them have it. I allow them to feel how they feel, handle things the way they handle things, and I just, allow that platform to be theirs, and, tell me how you feel. So that's how I will handle boundaries being tested. So I do have my laptop here. Let's get into it and see what the people are talking about. Let's see. Okay, here we are on Facebook. I do want to say on my Instagram story, Ivana did say that she does process things first before reacting. I noticed that I do myself. I'm trying to remember not to say certain things that I do not mean. Yeah, that's actually a good healthy way to kind of approach a topic that you really just are like, wait, hold up. Denasia, she says she shuts down and she disappears. I feel that because sometimes when you want to say something and you don't feel like it'll come out right or they won't understand, you just be like, never mind. I'll talk about it another time or I'll just not deal with it. You get it? Like, I get it. I love you, sister. Mwah. I love you. Bossman said, it depends on the boundaries usually. Yeah. And then Steve Lloyd said, he protects himself at all costs. That's it. Period. I feel you. And with that said, I feel like a lot of people need to understand there are people who are still healing and still going through a process of growth and trying to protect their peace no matter what. And when that boundary is crossed, it's like a sign of disrespect. It's a sign of like, I just don't give a fuck, you know? And I'm sorry if I'm cussing, but we're keeping it real, right? So I just feel like, we gotta do better, y'all. We gotta take care of each other. We have to really just kind of be mindful of others, especially during times like now. It's so much going on, and I just feel like, it doesn't have to be such a big thing if not necessary. So guys, I also Googled, how to deal with people who repeatedly violate your boundaries. And you'll see on the screen, I'm gonna scroll down, and they have a couple questions like, who's violating your boundaries? Is the boundary violator willing to change? How long has this been going on? Are you a minor? Because I feel bad if younger people feel like they don't have a say-so in something and they really feel strongly about it too. Or are you truly setting clear, consistent boundaries? And then they have different type of strategies on how to handle situations like this. Continue to control your emotions. Continue to set strong, consistent boundaries. You can write it down. Accept that person and people for who they are. Respect their boundaries. Respect them. Respect yourself. No matter what you do. Decide to a limit of the cutoff. Of all types of cutoff. Like contact, interacting at all. Because we all need a people break. I like taking people breaks. I really do. I am a loner. I like being left alone in my own little bubble. But I am still a people person. I still know how to interact with people, but I love to just be alone. I'm an introvert, extrovert. So yeah. I like to, it's like I know I like being alone, but I know how to, be extroverted. So yeah, guys, that's all I pretty much wanted to touch on today because I feel like lately my boundaries have been tested and I really needed answers. I need answers, and I feel like, you guys can help me a little bit, as well as, we can bounce ideas off of each other. So if you have enjoyed this video, go ahead and comment below. And if you like these sit down videos, make sure that you give a thumbs up and comment below. Let me know what you think. And make sure you respond to the question because I really want to know, how do you respond when your boundaries are tested? Period. So you guys, I appreciate you watching and tuning in. Once again, thank you. And I appreciate your support and love. And go ahead and follow me on every social site so you can keep up with your girl. Peace, guys.